Okay. Dhruvi, can you do three mantra?
Namo Vikradai.
Namo Vikradai.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Uvajayanam.
Namo Vajayanam.
Namo Love Sava Sahunam.
Namo Loe Savashanam.
Eso Panchanamukkara.
Eso Panchanamukkaro.
Sava Pavat Panasana.
Shavvapavakkanasano.
Manglalam cha Savvesim.
Mangalanam cha Savveshi.
Padmam Havai Mangalam.
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagwate Vasudevai.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namastivai.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Okay. Who wants to do the daily prayer? Push Dhruvi, you do one another one, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daily prayer.
I can do the daily prayer.
Okay.
And then Drew can do the study one.
Okay.
Yeah. O Dada Bhagwan, please give me infinite inner strength such that I will never compromise on health, so that my body as an instrument will always be helpful to me in accomplishing my life goal studies and such. I will always remain I will remain absolutely sincere in studies. I will always stay away from bad company and bad habits. And whatever happens, please shower your divine grace and blessings such that I never ever miss my satsang. May I use my mind, speech, body, instrument, and my soul. That is all my resources to oblige others, which is the best religion. I will always remain sincere, moral, and pure in mind, speech, and body in all my dealings with self and everyone in life, so that I become man of personality, for excellence, exactly as Dada Bhagwan.
Thank you.
Yes.
You need to practice every day, twice a day, okay? Push. Okay. Dhruvi, study.
Oh Dada Bhagwan, I am determined to break all the barriers, obstacles, and objections that come to me in studying and understanding. Please shower your divine grace and break the wheels on my vision and give me the infinite strength to make my learning the best. Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satya, very good. Okay, please try to remember them, okay? And do it. Every time you do studies at school, homework, you need to decide this. Then you will see the effects of it later on, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you pull up the, you don't have the phone with you, right? Okay. So, Hetzi, can you talk?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You did the homework. So, can you talk about the homework, Hetzi?
Okay, sure, hold on. The homework was to relate your actions to the first and second codes of conduct and report to the group. For the first code of conduct, I got into like a fight with my friend, and instead of hurting her ego like she was doing to me, I told her to stop and we just talked and laughed it out. And for the second code of conduct, I couldn't exactly think of where I had hurt the foundation of any religion, so I wasn't too sure how to answer that.
Okay, we'll talk about that. The first thing, on the first code of conduct, what happened?
Like it was just a friendly argument. We occasionally like get into a small fight, And since the first code of conduct is dearest Dada Bhagwan, please give me infinite inner strength not to hurt, cause someone to hurt, nor encourage anyone to hurt the ego of any living being, even to the slightest extent. Instead of her hurting, in like she was hurting my ego, instead I didn't hurt hers. Instead I just told her to stop and we just talked it out.
Okay.
And
yeah, go ahead.
And the second code of conduct is, dearest Dada Bhagwan, give me infinite inner strength not to hurt, cause someone to hurt, nor encourage anyone to hurt, even to the slightest extent, the foundation of any religion. And I couldn't recollect when I had done that at any point during the week, so I'm not sure how to answer that.
Okay, I think let's talk about that, because, yes, for you people, religion that doesn't have too much context, because you are brought up in one way or another way, and there's very less conflict, or you don't hear different sides of other religions. So, but really, Deepakanandji can talk more. What we really want to do is that religion, what we mean is religion of ethics. Okay? Do you understand that? So it's a religion of our own person. So Deepakanandji, can you explain more with some detail how we can broaden this to ourselves, our own religion, and what we should look for next week?
Yeah, primarily we refer to religion like how in the world today there is a big difference among religious beliefs, and they are fighting. So although we are all into modern world with technology and whatnot, but in the core, in the background, these religious beliefs are definitely working and actively affecting our life. So if we pray this and do the second code of conduct, basically, then our differences among different religions will go, and every religion is like you have different grades in the school, first grade, second grade, fourth grade, 10th grade. And the grading is based on the belief and understanding of the non-violence they follow. The higher the level of non-violence they understand, they believe, and they follow, that's where the religions naturally takes a higher place. But that doesn't mean that those grades of religion where they follow a lesser level of non-violence, they are wrong. So it is like as we grow in our belief of non-violence, not to hurt others, the reason is if you hurt others, even if you think of hurting others, it comes back to us. What you give, you get. What goes around comes around. So with this understanding, the second code of conduct needs to be prayed and contemplated and thought about, basically. And then finally, it comes down to every individual's belief. So every individual, they live with certain kind of beliefs. So even within you, like Kush and Dhruvi believes in certain thing, Kush, you believe in certain thing, your father believes in certain thing, mother believes in certain things. So individual personal beliefs, what people have. When we deal with anybody, then we must take care of not hurting anybody's belief. That becomes the religion in a way. So it is like within religious beliefs, these individual beliefs plays a vital role, and it is cause of difference among people. And on a larger scale, where religious beliefs are there everyone feels that our religion is right. Nobody religion is wrong, but our religion is better. And like that, they compare with other religious beliefs, which is not necessary. It is like, do we ever compare different grades? Like first grade guys coming, first grade kids, second grade kids, 12th grade kids. So every grade is right in its place, is important in its place. It has its own relevance, it has its own value, it has its own importance. So if we believe on a higher level of non-violence, then yes, you are on a higher level of religious belief. But that doesn't mean that you have to start disrespecting or talk negative or belittle other religions or other religious beliefs. Do you understand? So it is like, as your understanding grows, as your belief changes, your feeling and your belief of non-violence will change. And naturally, you go on a higher grade of religion. But finally, you come to a point where you come to know who you are really, and that is where everyone, irrespective of what religious belief they profess, they follow, they believe, they walk together. So then these individual religious belief, they don't come in the way, because in your vision, that aspect of final religion comes into picture, which with which you see everyone as same, because everyone has body which has activity, and everyone has soul which is full of knowledge. So irrespective of body and soul, these two aspects are always there with everyone, and especially we are talking about human religion. And when this is understood, then all our differences, they go away, and we live happily and blissfully with everyone. At the same time, we learn to get away with our karmic results, karmic effects. That is the best part. So with the, it is called soul religion, S-O-U-L. When you get there, then everyone becomes one. And then they walk together. Then that individual difference, it doesn't matter much. It relates to, it remains with, like, how will you learn to adjust with each other and have no problem. Of course, that adjustment factor is also there at a lower level, but this adjustment is at the vision level, and that adjustment is the bodily level. Jai Satchidanand. You're muted. What happened?
Okay. My second part, you know, we have our own religion too. So how do we check our own religion? Like, you know, I want to wake up on such and such time. I want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to. That's my own religion. So can you dwell on something about that? That besides what you said, we can now also focus on our own religion per se.
This relates to individual living, or living way one everyone lives, because everyone like wants to wake up in its own time, as per their timetable, as per their schedule, as per their commitment. when they are in school, when they are in college, when they are not working. Everyone have different time schedule, but certain common time schedules have to be followed. Otherwise, here a very important factor comes. If you are waking up maybe early, then I cannot, and I'm waking up late, then I cannot have any conflict with you why you wake up early. So it is like I must take care, and you also must take care of the common time, like maybe the lunch time, the breakfast time, or the dinner time. These are the common times wherein you are expected that everyone should be free and come for dinner or lunch or breakfast, something like that. And maybe you will have a common meeting time every day wherein you just sit together and talk over things. So otherwise everyone's timetable is different. So there cannot be any conflict on this basis. So accepting and living your own way. So it is like I explained this, hey kids, who are you talking to? Dhruvi, કોની જોડે વાત કરે છે?
અમારી બેન આવી હતી એટલે.
અચ્છા, મીરા આવી ગઈ હતી? અચ્છા, અચ્છા. So it's like every individual needs a space, independent space. Independent space, independent time, and you have a common time. So, you know, two circles overlapping two circles. So this is how we understand that overlapping part is the common part. We should ensure that the common part is not disturbed. So everyone comes together and interact. Whereas you are independent, like Kush, you are in which grade?
I'm going to 7.
7th?
Yeah, going.
And Dhruvi?
5.
You're going to 5, right? So see, this basic difference is there. You are in 5th grade and you are in 7th grade. So you have to accept each other's difference. But the common time, like if you have a common, lunch time, dinner time, or breakfast time, even that could be different, but you try to match your time. So you will not have any conflict with what your school commitment is there, else, unless you are in vacation and there's no problem. And still, with your age difference, your company is different. So with all these differences, we need to have that inner understanding of adjustment and acceptance, accepting each other while taking care of the common associated part of living. One is the independent living, and another is the association part of the living. As family, like when you are, even in school, you have common breaks. Like, do you have breaks in the school?
Yeah.
So that time is common, but then all the other students, they go to their classes, different classes, correct? But the common time is they can be together. So this is where when you appreciate and accept other person's state or wherever, whatever his or her belief is there regarding study, regarding playing, regarding everything, then you will not have any problem. So you don't hurt anybody's belief, you don't hurt anybody's ego, which comes into play, right? That is what is important. At home, your elder brother is there, meet is there, right?
Yeah.
So the difference is very big, right? I believe he's in college.
Yeah, he's going this year. He's starting.
Right. So he's in college and you are in 7th grade. So it's like almost, I believe, 5 to 6 years difference.
Yeah, 6 years.
So he will have his own commitment. But then common part, like where you meet together, lunch, dinner, and breakfast, or otherwise you keep a common time where you all sit together. This is where, so when you understand and accept like this, then you will not have any problem. You will be together when it is needed, and otherwise you are living independently with your commitment, with your basically schooling, because when you are studying, that's your time when you are studying, and in the school or college, like that, right?
Okay. So now what I was thinking also, something like teamwork. Are you happy all the time? Did you get angry? How many times you say yes and no to your parents or your brothers or sisters? Okay. So these are the kind of things you have to build your own religion and standards. So next week, let us look at these items from code number 2 is from your own religion, what your beliefs are and what you violated them. Okay? Just like teamwork, happy all the time, uh, angry. How many times you said no to your parents, to your brothers and sisters? So these are some gauges. Deepakanji, can you think of something else?
Oh yeah, this is very common thing, especially when we are living together with your brothers, sisters, and family, and even with your friends. Then these things become very important. And we have also observed that if the kids make an evaluation, that how many times uh, their parents tell them no, what they ask or what they say, and the answer or the response is like most of the time they always get a response. But when parents tell them to do something, then very easily kids would say no. Does that happen, Kush?
Yeah.
Ruby, with you also?
Yeah.
So this is what, so we, of course, we can understand that the level of understanding what you have and your parents have, the difference is there. So gradually, we, at this age itself, if we gradually start learning this thing, then it will help you grow internally better and faster. And the outcome is you will remain happy all the time. Our goal is we remain happy and cheerful irrespective of what our situation of life is. And we accept the challenges and commitment of our life too. At the same time, we enjoy also. Jai Satchidanand.
Right, sir. Okay, so now you heard all this question, Dhruvi. Can you think of anything or code of conduct number 1? How your actions or reaction on them during the last week?
Mm,
Did you fight with your brother? You two fought.
yeah, it's like, yeah, I fight with like my brother, my cousin,
Okay.
Dhruvi, Mira, Toos.
It was jokingly or you hurt their ego?
Yeah, I probably hurt their ego.
Okay. How about you, Dhruvi? How about the Mira and you?
I made Mira, like she was hitting me, so I told on her. So she got angry, and then I fighted with Koos.
So why you had a chance to fight with Kush?
So like he was playing a game, and then my sister was playing with me, and then I just said something, and she actually did it, and he got angry.
No, what about Kush? What happened with Kush?
Yeah, so like he was playing.
Oh, he was also
And-
playing. Okay. Oh.
I was playing and then she told me to turn it off. And then she turned it off like for real. And then I was like, why did you turn it off? I wanted to win that match.
So it's so important, Kush, to win or let your little sister win?
Like,
If
yeah, but like,
if you were to do it again, how would you do it?
what did you say? Can you repeat?
Yeah, if you were in the same situation again, how would you react? Knowing the Dada's principle.
I would just say like, I'll just think I'll have like, I can play again, I guess.
Yeah, so that you should remember that next time. How
Yeah.
about you? You, when Meena, you the fight? Doing?
Oh, she was angry because he hated me and I told on her
So why were you angry?
because she was hitting me.
She, the younger one, hitting you with what? A baseball bat? A cricket bat?
Perhaps.
Then,
No, we went for toys.
so then what happened? You said stop it. Then what happened?
I told her to stop at first because it was like hurting me, but then she didn't stop, so then I told on her.
What
And
did
then
you
my
do?
grandma told her to stop, but she didn't listen, and then she got angry and she like started crying.
Oh, next time, how would you take care of that? Deepak Dada, how would you take care of that?
See, one thing is there. See, the difference I believe is a reasonably big difference, almost 5 to 6 years. Yes, is that so?
Yeah.
Bhuvi? So you don't have to take things seriously. Just let it go, because she also wants someone to play with. I think so. Maybe she was alone. Is that so?
No, I play with her.
Huh?
I play with her, but she just sometimes gets mad.
Huh, that's fine. So people do get mad. Don't you ever get mad?
Yeah.
So it's like if you are elder, then you understand her situation and accept her. Okay, fine, fine. So it's easy for you to change, to adjust. But for her, it may become very difficult because she doesn't understand several things. Isn't it so? So in fact, I believe it is interesting because you get to learn to deal with people, and with this, your understanding will grow. So never mind, sometimes also you can also get mad. It is possible. But then we realize that by getting mad, you are hurting your younger sister and also. So then you can always correct yourself. And this is always a better way to deal with any situation. That's what we have learned from Dada Bhagwan. Better way not to hurt anyone, and understand that how much understanding does she have compared to what you have. There's a big difference, right? So when she doesn't understand many things, you accept that she doesn't understand. So if she does anything wrong, then you don't feel it, you don't take it seriously. You'll just let it go and just let it go. And she will also understand eventually. But then, yes, I'm saying again, sometimes you can also go mad, really. But then you come to know, you realize your mistake, you correct yourself, and that's how you go, get going. And in the whole situation, you get to learn. That is very important. It's like, it is said that what is the best of the quality of thing, what you have to learn in our life is patience. Do you understand patience?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is not just bearing things, but to have patience. Give the other person some time to understand. If you have understood, it's fine. I'm not saying you should never get mad. It is possible, but then you are also learning. And the learning process, it's very interesting. You come to know your mistake and you correct yourself. So that's fun. And this is how we learn to deal with people. And as you grow older, then you will be dealing with older people also. Elder brother, then older people also. So in that situation also, the way you deal with your younger brother and sister, it will help you understand your elders also better. Okay?
Okay, next time do an experiment. Try to ignore her and see what happens.
Huh?
Try to ignore her and see what happens. How long does it take time to stop? Okay? Count or use a clock to see. Okay? Okay, very good. Time is almost up. So homework will continue the same homework, but for the religion part, try to look at your happiness, teamwork, angry, saying yes and no. Count that.
Also, one more thing I will just like to say, if there is time, 2 minutes. See, you believe that Dhruvi is Dhruvi. I mean, Kush believes you are Dhruvi, Dhruvi believes he is Kush, Hitsi and her sister, her friend. Whenever there is interaction, you know how you have to see things what Dada has shown? They are nothing but expression of ego. Do you understand? Then you say, Kush is what? Ego. Dhruvi is what? Ego. Hitsi is what? Ego. Kushali is what? Ego. Daddy is what? Ego. Mom is what? Ego. So it is nothing but ego. And if you learn to deal with the other person's ego, you have win, I believe, 95% of your life situation. Because where we clash is clash of ego only. So think about it. Jai Sachidan.
So we'll continue the homework with the first and 2 columns. Okay, but please, write, keep a diary, daily diary. You know, because then you really know what's happening. Okay, can everybody write? Just keep a diary and at the end of the day, just jot down. Okay. Okay, Jai, can you do Kush?
Yeah. Namo Vitragai.
Namo
Vitragai.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo
Ayariyanam.
Ayariyanam.
Namo Ovazayanam.
Namo Vasayanam.
Namo Loe Savashahunam.
Namo Loe Savashanam.
Eso Panchanamukaro.
Eso Panchanamukaro.
Shavapa Vappanashanam.
Savapavapanasanam.
Mangalanam cha Salveshin.
Mangalam Sarveshe.
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Padamam
Havai
Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevai.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.